So there was a big scandal online the other day that I'm sure you guys saw. We did a segment on it here. You have this podcast called the Full Send Podcast, run by the Nelk boys. And they're, one of the very popular, like, bro-y type podcasts. And, these people, they like to feel like they're edgy, right? They like to feel like I'm going to say the thing I'm not supposed to say, bro. I'm going to do it. Watch this, bro. They like to, talk to controversial figures, scandalous figures, and they like to, have these Rogan-style conversations where you just sort of like shoot the shit with them and bullshit about nothing. And they really sort of fucked up and overreached, and they wound up deciding to have Benjamin Netanyahu on their podcast. Now, there's a reason why Benjamin Netanyahu picked them in particular. Benjamin Netanyahu is a literal indicted war criminal in the midst of a genocide and starving innocent people to death. And the reason he picked the Nelk boys, even over an outlet like fucking Joe Rogan, and I'm no fan of Joe Rogan, right? But is because he knows, those idiots I can run circles around. Those idiots I can use to try to propagandize, to try to make Israel look cool and, come across looking okay, because they won't ask a single tough question. They won't hold me accountable in any way, shape, or form, right? And that's why they were chosen. So they were used. And I think they were too stupid to realize that. They just thought like, hey, look how far we've come, bro. We got a big interview coming up now. And man, is there backlash. So before I go on, let me just say up front, I'm sure that most of their audience is not like necessarily a fan of this show and we don't share the same politics. Having said that, I don't give a fuck. Shout out to their audience, dog. Their audience saw right through this. And they were like, hey, fuck you guys. You are talking to literally one of the worst villains in the history of the world. Not just in modern history, in the history of the world. This man will go down as on par with Adolf Hitler. The idea, like starving babies to death. You see videos of this every day. Bombing hospitals, bombing schools, bombing UN buildings. Like setting up fake aid sites and then massacring Palestinians who go to them. That's what he's doing. Let me walk you through some of this stuff here. And then we'll get to what was effectively an intervention from friend of the show, Hassan Piker. He tried to big bro them and let them know like, hey dog, here's why this is fucked up. So let's start with this. This is the beginning of the podcast. This really says it all. This clip is like embarrassing. This is humiliating.
I feel like on the internet now too, it's like you don't even know what's real anymore. Like you read shit and it's like you see a headline and it's like, is this true? Is this not true? So I see so much stuff about, what's going on in Israel and, Iran and Palestine. And to be honest, I just really don't know what is going on there.
This is just, number one, moral relativism. Number two, laziness, right? A lot of people saying a lot of things, man. A lot of people saying a lot of things, bro. So, you got to get to the truth or at least try. At least try. This gets worse.
It's going to be interesting to sit down with Prime Minister Netanyahu and kind of just ask him some questions about what we read online and
get educated.
Probably going to be a lot of hate in the comments and stuff like that.
Homie literally said, we'll get educated talking to Benjamin Netanyahu. Is this generation cooked, man? That's my question for y'all. Is this generation just cooked?
In my opinion, I mean, dude,
we're journalists, right?
We're technically journalists.
How can you pass this up?
Oh my God, this is fucking take your child to work ass fucking intro. Jesus Christ. Look at them wearing their suits, looking like they've never worn a suit in their fucking lives. Sitting there like giggly little schoolgirls like, we made it big time. We're talking to a war criminal.
Plus, at the end of the day, it's like we get the opportunity to sit down with one of the most powerful people in the world, a world leader.
Yeah.
And we get to ask him some stuff. And we're going to ask him what we want to ask him too. So if you guys, want to hear shit, whatever questions you guys want to hear, there's probably a ton of other interviews of him on CNN or typical news stuff.
In other words, we're not going to hold him accountable. We're not going to hold his feet to the fire. We're not going to grill him. We're not prepared for this. We're just going to shoot the shit with him. They're prepping you up front to be let fucking down. Prepping you up front.
We're going to ask him what we want to ask him. So to me, this is crazy. Like how far we've come and we're get to sit down with world leaders.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane. So.
Yeah.
All about them, right? All about them. I think in their minds, they thought, hey, this is right on brand because we love being edgy. We love being controversial. We love being we'll say anything and talk to anybody, bro. That whole ethos of like the online brosphere. But what they don't understand is that's fucking stupid. What they don't understand is there are plenty of people who you just should draw a red line, bro. Since when did it become uncool to have fucking standards? When did that become uncool? And I'm not saying nobody can ever talk to Netanyahu, but if you're gonna talk to Netanyahu, you better bring a fucking sledgehammer and come prepared. You better grill his ass and hold him fucking accountable. But this is the equivalent of being like, hey guys, we got John Wayne Gacy on the podcast today, bro. We got this serial mass murderer today, bro. We're gonna shoot the shit. See what his favorite fruit is, maybe what his favorite color is, what sports he likes to play and stuff. Like, this is what you're doing. And they're too fucking stupid to realize it.
I mean, for any backlash, this is just an opportunity, again, you can't really pass up.
It's an opportunity you can't pass up. To talk to a literal indicted war criminal who right this second there are Palestinians starving to death and people being bombed and killed because of him. How is that an opportunity? It's an opportunity for somebody who does their homework and is willing to go in there and be adversarial and is willing to get this guy on the record and is willing to humiliate him and is willing to call him out for the world historic evil villain that he is. But for you, no, this is not a fucking opportunity. God, I'm so happy their audience just was not buying this at all.
I don't see it. Like, there's no one else doing this.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. I'll sit down with any world leader in the world.
I agree.
I mean, my dream guest is Kim Jong-un.
Both of
Kim
ours.
Jong-un, if you're watching this,
This is kind
we'd
of
like to come to North Korea and interview you.
All I
as
can think
well.
about is the interview when we're doing
I'm so down to pull up to Moscow and interview Putin too.
Yeah, we'll do everybody.
This is what sets off podcasts. You could put a small microphone here, but no, you have to see this thing, right?
Yeah.
Prime Minister Netanyahu with us today.
Like, you're being used. It's because you're doofuses. It's because you don't know what you're talking about. It's because you're just like a bro hangout place. That's why they feel comfortable going to you to humanize themselves. So this is what a lot of the podcast was like. Watch this.
What's your go-to at McDonald's?
No, I'll tell you, Burger King. We did the double,
Whopper?
The double.
I haven't ripped Burger King in a long time.
Burger King kind of sucks.
Yeah.
No, you're wrong.
The BK Lounge can hit.
I disagree completely.
You like Burger King over McDonald's?
That's your worst take, I think.
Absolutely.
That's a crazy take.
No, that was fine. I mean, I like Burger King. The answer is yes.
That's what the fucking thing was like. Here we go. We got more. For some reason, they asked him about Mamdani in New York.
Even in New York City, right? What's Zoran?
Yeah.
He's an anti-Semitic guy.
Yeah.
The highest.
Casually says he's an anti-Semitic guy. Fucking total horseshit. There is literally no evidence whatsoever that man, he's never said a single fucking anti-Semitic thing. Everybody's pretending like he said globalize the intifada, which he didn't, but also, by the way, that's not a fucking anti-Semitic thing to say. But he didn't even say it. Just casually smearing him. He's an anti-Semite, right?
I think the highest population of Jews in New York City. How's that even possible?
Well, it's possible because a lot of people have been taken in by this nonsense. I mean, what? You want to defund the police? You want to have people go into stores and, rob them and be free? You think that really creates a good society? You want to crush all enterprise? You want to tax people to death? I mean, that's a one-term effort. But, sometimes you have to get mugged by reality to understand how stupid that is. So that's silly. But, sometimes folly overtakes human affairs for a while, but not for long because reality steps in. So I'm obviously not happy with it, but I'm less concerned with it because I think if we can speak the truth to the young people of America, they wise up pretty quickly.
This is just disturbing to watch. First of all, why is he commenting on the New York City mayoral race? Why? And I'll tell you why. It's because he's genuinely anti-Israel and pro-Palestine, which is based as fuck. So Zoran's good in that respect, right? So that's really why he's asked about it. But it's almost like they're treating him like he's the mafia don, he's the boss, and he gets to decide, like, what say you, Almighty King, about this new leader that has emerged, which is a problem to our agenda? Like, that's what it seems like, right? Very, very creepy. And then all the bullshit, like, he just sounds like a fucking Fox News host, right? Oh, you want to defund the police? You want to tax everybody to death? Reality's going to catch up eventually. How about the reality of you fucking bombing babies on a daily basis, you bitch? How about that? How about the reality of your ass belonging in the motherfucking Hague? How about that? How about you should never be able to see the light of day ever again? Ever again. We should have new Nuremberg tribunals and your ass should be the first one to go down. How about that reality? You want to talk about being mugged by reality? There's your reality right there. Oh my God. Oh my God. So in step, Adam Friedland and Hassan Piker. And you could tell this is like sort of like Big Brother's in crisis mode here. And they're like trying to explain to these guys, hey man, I know that you guys are high on all this dumb bullshit online of like, we believe in free speech. We'll talk to anybody, bro. We'll get all perspectives, bro. We love to hearing all different sides. And that's why we like having child rapists on to give the other side of the child rapist bad argument, bro. And so here comes Hassan Piker and Adam Friedland to be like, hey, dipshits, Here's why you're wrong.
It's an advantage for them. And
They're using you guys. They're using you guys to look good.
Hassan, bro. Why does anybody, Hassan? Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. Hassan, anyone goes on a podcast to promote whatever they're doing. We're aware of that.
They're not. But Benjamin Netanyahu's not promoting a book, dog. He's promoting a genocide.
Bro,
that's the point.
We have O.J. Simpson on. We have Andrew Tate on. It's the same shit.
Okay,
this one
none
might
of
be a
those
little bit
things.
more.
Did you hear what he said? He said we had O.J. Simpson on, we had Andrew Tate on. It's the same shit. That's the thing, right? It's that mindset. Oh, we have O.J. Simpson on. Look at us. We're so edgy. Look at us. Oh, we'll do the thing we're not supposed to do. We'll touch the hot stove. Here, come watch us touch the hot stove. It's all, look at me, look at me, look at me. It's all fucking circus bullshit, right? And it's bad enough to have on some of those people. It's bad enough to have on Andrew Tate with all his fucking laundry list of insane, disgusting crimes that we're not even going to get into here, which he has acknowledged on video that he's done these crimes, right? That's one thing, that's bad enough. But now, take that shit to its logical conclusion, and your bitch asses would be sitting down for a podcast in 1940 with Adolf Hitler, as behind you, you see the smokestacks of the fucking concentration camps where they're killing people and gassing people to death and lighting them on fire and incinerating them. That's where your logic leads you. Your logic leads you is, I don't give a fuck. Sure, I'll talk to Adolf Hitler. Who can turn down this opportunity? What's that smell? Oh, is that the burning flesh of the Jews in the camp behind me? All right, well, what's your favorite burger, Adolf? Like, that's what this is. It's a fucking childish mindset. We got to get back to a place. I've been saying this a lot now, but we got to get back to a place where at some point, like, nihilism and moral relativism became like the dominant cultural force. Where everybody felt, nothing even matters, bro, and like all things are the same, bro, and like let's just explore these ideas, bro. At some point, basic morality has to make a comeback. Where people make moral judgments and discern, that thing is bad. Killing children is bad. Raping children is bad, right? Like, and it sounds crazy, like the fact that we've strayed from this, but we fucking have. And that's how you have dipshit jock idiots having on the fucking war criminal of all war criminals currently doing a genocide and asking him about his fucking Burger King order. That's a society that's gone fucking astray. And I got a lot of smoke for mainstream media, as you all know. But you're out of your fucking mind if you think for a second that new media is some sort of a panacea that's better. And they'll eclipse old media. Because new media, yeah, you got truth tellers, bro. No, you have dumb jocks who will suck off a war criminal in front of the world. That's what you have. A bunch of scam artists and grifters and dipshits and attention whores just trying to keep the cameras on them by any means necessary and having no morality, no ethics whatsoever, no moral core.
You do realize that, like,
They don't match. No,
this is the one instance. This is the one instance where it's the worst guess you could have because these guys are bad people, but what you're talking about is the worst person.
It's the most hated man on the planet. But it's on. We agree. But also, if we're going to do it, who's not going to do it?
I'm going to hook your ass up. I said BB to that guy Yossi, who's your Mossad handler, and Aaron said, "Who's that?" He didn't know that. He didn't know that it's his name BB.
All right, so ready for this? So as I said, shout out to their audience. They revolted like nobody's fucking business, right? I mean, they went all in, just like, fuck you. You guys are washed. I'm unsubscribing. I can't believe you did this. There are people dying right now. This guy's killing so many people. Like, you read the comments. It is the one silver lining, and the one thing that's heartening about this is like, whatever Netanyahu's goal was, that shit didn't work. Because he picked out the village idiots, knowing he would get a soft interview, but what he didn't anticipate is that the internet of all places on this particular issue is very awake. So we get this amazing moment from after the interview. They're trying to sort of like manage the fallout of everybody hating them now. And we get moments like this. Ready?
It's a good point. Someone said having Netanyahu on is like having modern day Hitler.
No, I saw that.
Which is, honestly, guys, I'll be honest. I'm here to... It's a good point. I like... We're here to fucking learn, to be honest, guys.
Down with the idiot brosphere podcast, bro. Especially because, like, look, if you want to do the idiot brosphere stuff and you stay in your lane of, like, sports or comedy or whatever, God bless. You know, to each their own. If that's your thing, I got no problem with it, right? But now, all of a sudden, all these assholes, like all the Rogan sphere, hopping on Trump's nuts, doing tricks on his dick. Like, can we just call it what it is? These people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They don't know the first thing about policy. They don't know the first thing about what Trump did to the country in his first term, never mind his second term. and they're ill-equipped. They don't know what they're doing. And so for them to get involved with all their massive popularity in a realm where they're total fucking idiots, yes, it has horrible impacts on society, right? You sway a bunch of young men who don't follow this stuff into thinking, oh, Trump is cool, J.D. Vance is cool, and fucking casually ushering in fascism because their favorite bro comedian podcaster fucking pointed them in that direction. It's just disgusting, right? It's just disgusting. So down with all these shitty fucking podcasts. Go back to talking comedy or fucking sports or whatever. Leave the political shit to the political people. The people who fucking study this shit, who know this shit, who can give information on this shit. And that's what you'll never see from these people is a sense of humility, right? There's no sense of humility among the Rogan sphere. Andrew Schultz is waltzing around like he's fucking God's gift to this earth. They did like a New York Times profile on him or something, or New York Magazine profile, where he's like, you know, the next big political guy. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? He was making dick jokes in a nightclub 7 minutes ago, bro. What are we talking about? But that's what's happened, is that these assholes now have sway, and they're going in a realm where they don't know anything about anything, and here we are. Here we are. Now, war criminals get a fucking hot stone massage on one of the most popular podcasts. Great. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.